Hello to everyone and welcome to another demonstration of SysIm. In this session we're going to see how arrays are managed by this tool. How are they represented in the diagram? We can start by creating an array v1 by means of alloc. We are going to create say 2 positions, intending to store 2 ints. Here we go. So v1 can store 8 chars, and since its size is of 8 positions, it can store also 4 integers. I'm remarking this because malloc is not typed. It always returns an array of chars. We can understand this as also as an array of bytes, and that doesn't prevent us from using it as an array for any other type, such as int. So for example, I could assign a to the first position of the array, but if I create a pointer I1 pointing to v1, then I can assign a value of 9, which is going to overwrite the first position and actually more position, actually 3 more positions in the array. I could create another pointer e2 pointing to the position of the second integer position in the array of the v1 array. And if I modify I2, for example, with I don't know, 11, then we get this modification here reflected here, and showing that we can use effectively this array as a char array or a integer array of 2 positions, of just 2 positions. We can see how I1 points to the v1 memory block, but we can also see how I2 is represented with a red terminated line. This means that I2 is not pointing to any other variable in memory, and this is true because I2 is pointed to the middle of the array created through v1. Another possibility is to create an array, say v2, by using new. This is borrowed from C++. This new operator instead of the malloc function, and the main difference is that new is typed. So if we create an array of 4 positions or 4 integer positions, then each position is an integer itself. So actually the size, the true size of this vector is of 16 bytes, as shown here in the diagram, and it's being pointed by v2. Alright, so we could change the values of each position of v2, being for example 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So being these two variables created here, v1 and v2 arrays, the main difference between them is that they were created differently. They were created, the first one, v1, by means of malloc, and it's a non-typed array, so it's a vector of bytes. The most approximate type here is char, so it's an array of char. And v2, which is created through new, so it's a typed array, and each position is of type int, and since it has 4 positions, it's of a total size of 60. We should not be confused by the apprentices of the arrays, because actually v2, the memory block pointed by v2, is larger than the memory block pointed by v1. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.